Hey, this is WWE and ECW alumni, the Blue Meanie, and you're listening to PCW.
The question is, are you ready? Let me talk to you.
I will give you a show like you have never, ever seen before. Why? Because I can.
What do you guys want to talk about?
I am that damn good.
I am the B-E-S-T.
And the color red in a world full of black and white. I am the eater of worlds. Yeah, if you're some man. Acknowledge me. The champ is here. But to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here.
Hey, yo.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of PCW Podcast Championship Wrestling. I am your host, Wayne, also known as Semi-Dry Chicken, and we are going to France. We are going to Paris La Défense Arena. I probably butchered the hell out of that. For like the two people that maybe listen, maybe even one person who listens to PCW in France, I apologize. But let me get right to it and bring out my co-host.
Uso! Hey, man, it been Jey Uso is now in your city! It's just me, okay? Day one, it's just me, Day one, it's just me, okay? Day one, it's Jey, a lot of more up and knock 'em down like this. I did. Hey, it's on me now, Uso. Hey, I'ma get them all. I'ma get them all loose. Yeah. I'ma get them.
Welcome back, Oos.
Yo, what it do, PCW crew? Main event Dre Uso is back on your podcast.
We were off air here for a little bit. We were talking about video games. We were starting to go down a tunnel here. We were talking about old video games, old wrestling video games, even knockoff brand video games. But let me bring in the guy who doesn't like to play as many video games. Here he is. Doyle, welcome back.
Oh, bonjour. Je suis. C'est la Doyle. Yes, I know I said I am and not, c'est moi didn't rhyme. Yeah, I don't really like video games all that much, but you know what I do like? I like exciting things like art history. Have you guys seen the graphics package for this, particular PLE?
Yeah.
I assume you have. It's probably the thumbnail for this very podcast you're clicking on right now, which is of course based on Starry Night by Vincent Van Gogh, one of the probably most recognizable paintings in the Western canon, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: Van Gogh isn't French; he's Dutch, and Starry Night isn't depicting Paris, it's depicting Saint Remy de Provence, of course. Everybody knows that. And it's about almost 500 miles away from Paris. And the painting isn't hanging in the Louvre in Paris. It's in New York City and has been since the 40s. There's zero connection to Paris. And here's another thing. Class in Paris isn't in Paris. So there.
All right, setting the bar for this podcast right out the gate. Woo, love it.
Everything I thought I knew was a lie.
Setting the mood this whole time. I saw the graphic and I was like, oh, it's like the Van Gogh that's in France, and then this whole time lies, all of it.
You know what I'm mad about though? While you were
about?
playing Doyle's entrance music,
Yeah.
I was literally looking at the picture of Roman and thinking, that's Starry Night. I wonder if it has any connection to it. So as it's playing, I was literally clicking on the wiki and looking at the shit like, Van Gogh, that motherfucker's Dutch. The hell? Click on the picture. Okay, something in France. Okay, I guess that's loosely connected, but that ain't Paris. And then here he comes on a rant lotally talking about everything I was just looking up.
Well, I mean, it's not like France hasn't been the subject of any other art pieces. You know what I mean? There's so many places so many things you could have done that were more connected. It's so cool. Don't get me wrong.
Triple H would just love you in the writers'
absolutely
room.
Nothing whatsoever to do with Paris. That's all.
Triple H would just love you in the writers' room. Just, damn Doyle, you sucked the fun out of everything. Damn it.
That's experience. Nobody knows.
Yeah, somebody definitely dropped the ball on that. With the research.
I'm sure somebody French painted something worth a damn at some point in history.
A very tenuous grip on anything requiring intellect and/or brain power with this company.
Yeah, I'll say. So with that
all
said, yeah, we were talking
Their art
about
department probably didn't even do it themselves. They probably just plugged that shit into AI or something.
AI, yeah.
Yeah. As I say, we don't even use any AI at all for this podcast. Nothing. I do everything from scratch. Like even all the editing, all that shit. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they use AI for a bunch of stuff.
Full disclosure, I use AI, analog intelligence.
Full disclosure, my intelligence is very much artificial.
Just think on.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Because I don't know what's really in the news to talk about right now besides what the upcoming PLE. We can discuss how we talked about the ESPN deal.
There's one thing that's been in the news definitely this week.
Yeah, we'll talk. I know which way you're talking about.
Reasons.
Okay, we'll talk about that. But I want to talk about how the ESPN deal came to us a lot faster than we expected. A lot quicker. I feel like we kind of had no time to prepare. And when I mean prepare, I mean like a lot of people probably just got done signing certain streaming contracts. I know some people I asked did. They signed an old package deal which included Disney, Hulu, and HBO Max. And now that their new package deal is Hulu, ESPN, and Disney. But I would like to bring to light that Hulu is now getting fully absorbed into Disney. So at some point, within the next few months, there's going to be a different package. I assume Hulu's just going to absorb all the way into Disney. The Disney Plus app. So is your prices going to go up now that you have Disney and Hulu combined? Or, if you have them, if you just pay for Disney, is your Disney, subscription going to go up now? Or are you one of those people who locked into a contract? And some people do that because they're scared of prices or, changing. Or they come with good contract deals. But I'm a churner. And that's, I wait until
You make your own butter?
Yes, dude. Exactly. That's exactly what I do all weekend. No, I subscribe when I want to, when I feel like I need to, when things have I feel like enough has piled up, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna trade this streaming network with somebody else, and I can watch, I don't know, Amazon Prime for like a month and catch up on like so much shit. Binge watch like a bunch of crap. Like I just got Disney Plus back from somebody, and I'm looking in at some stuff I missed. And you know, what I'm basically getting at is I found somebody who was willing to work the new ESPN deal with me and split it 3 ways, because I ain't paying no $30. I'm not, dude. I immediately, like, as soon as I heard that, you know, okay, this is the last PLE that's going to be on Peacock. And then after that, the NXT ones will continue on Peacock for the rest of the year, but the main roster PLEs will be on ESPN Plus. So that's when I was like, okay, like, I want this. If you want this ride to continue, you know, I have to pursue now. I have to chase them and, you know, make ends meet somehow, whether it's financially or finding other people to go in on it. Because, again, $30 is a lot, and they're going to outprice their product. I really think. I believe it, man. If it's not within the past,
if you
like,
pay for
the past 3 years, if it wasn't me, like, seeing this progression of, like, how much it cost us to go to WrestleMania, how much it cost the year after we went, how much it cost everybody else, you know, how much those tickets went up. And now we have SummerSlam is 2 nights. We discussed how expensive, like, just merch was. Like, it's just going through the roof. And now with all these different app deals, it's you might just price us out of this product.
I'll give you a perfect example of that just to put it in context.
Yeah, go ahead, Dre.
So, WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
When we bought our tickets.
Yep.
Both nights where we were sitting at, granted, wasn't really close, but still good seats, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Both nights we paid a little over $700 for both nights. SmackDown. Again, both nights of WrestleMania 40, $760. SmackDown coming to the 10,000 seat Norfolk Scope, maybe 10, 15, somewhere in that range. Norfolk Scope in about 2 weeks. Balcony seats, the closest balcony seat, $800. Floor seats are over $1,000.
What?
Forget about it.
And we're
For
talking
SmackDown.
a year and a half, basically, times between the two. If that don't put into context how absolutely absurd WWE has gotten with their pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I've been beating this drum for a while. And yeah, I mean, first of all, for something that had so many meetings and emails and probably emails about meetings and meetings about emails, man, was this ESPN rollout thing really poorly done, right? So many questions. We still don't really have all the answers, I don't think. But it's talk about out of the blue, no time to prepare. I think everybody thought, oh, we had at least till the end of the year, if not until WrestleMania, to figure out, you know, what you're going to do. Can I afford this? Am I going to drop this and then pick up ESPN or whatever, you know? Or, you know, maybe people have to, somebody's out there, I'm sure, saving up to try to get, you know. And it just seems like such a fucking dump water all over everything, make everything more complicated, more expensive. And there's, you know, maybe this is the beginning of the breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's terrible timing too because they're doing it right at September, in the middle of September, beginning of September. Which back to school have a lot of people spending money on back to school stuff. Yeah, the NFL season is starting, so within the scope of context of streaming and those services, NFL season is starting, which means a lot of sports fans who do it are about to shell out a butt ton of money for possibly NFL Sunday ticket or other things like that. And suppose there's some crossover between that, like a person like me who does NFL and wrestling. Like, I do the NFL Sunday Ticket thing because I've got YouTube TV, and now I have to factor in this, ESPN thing as well, all around the same time. Like, yeah, they're hitting people with a lot at a very inconvenient time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just happened to be looking at it myself today to see. I'm still technically on an old legacy ESPN bundle. So my bundle is priced at $21.99 a month, but I only actually pay about $12 a month for it because it's an old legacy bundle and I had a discount that's been maintained all this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I get Disney Plus with no ads, Hulu with ads, and ESPN Plus, which apparently now is ESPN Select. And I've been getting that for $12. Right. And I've been getting that for $12 a month.
Mm-hmm.
If I make the switch now, supposedly my discount may still remain in effect, but if I were to get something comparable to what I have, which would be the Disney Plus no ads, it would be Hulu with no ads because there is no option to split that apparently in their bundles, and the ESPN Unlimited, I would get that bundle for $30. So it'd be another $18 for me. It's still cheaper than what the base price of that service would be, which is like $45 or something like that. But it's still an increase in money for shit that I have not touched Hulu in God knows how long. I only still have it because other people in my family use it. I pretty much only use Disney Plus for Marvel and Star Wars stuff. Don't really watch much of any other stuff that's up there. And ESPN Plus, that's just been the thing, and it's just been there. I've never used that hardly in the whole time I've had it. Granted, now WWE may be a reason to use it, but it's still up in the air for me on whether it's really worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm about to start, sailing the broadband seas.
Yeah. And that's...
I mean, you can pay what, $5 a month for a decent VPN that works well and isn't full of ads or whatever, and then watch it on Netflix, right?
Yeah,
People do that.
A lot of people don't they watch SmackDown as well on Netflix? Like,
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
like
but the thing about the VPN option is you're tied to your computer to watch that. So you can't put VPNs on things like smart TVs or something like that. So if you're somebody who likes to sit down in front of the actual TV,
I thought a VPN was like a VCR.
No.
All right, listen here, old man.
No, because I have a web browser on my computer.
Yeah.
That has a built-in VPN.
Yes,
You can get certain browsers like Opera and stuff like that have built-in VPNs that you can flip on and off easily with just a click. But again, that's if you're somebody who just wants to sit in front of their computer monitor and watch the stuff. If you want to sit in front of a television or something like that, you either have to go through some more complicated or convoluted way through some jailbroken streaming device like a Fire Stick or something like that, or some other questionable streaming device to try to, backdoor VPN onto and access that. But you're not going to be able to do it through a native streaming device like a Roku or a smart TV through its native service. In that case, a VPN is not going to work. Or it's prohibitively complicated to try to make it work. So even that's not as viable of an option that people like to try to make it seem. And as if the ESPN thing isn't complicated enough with its bundling shit with Disney,
right?
Apparently Fox Sports is also about to launch their streaming service called Fox One or whatever. And there's going to be a bundle package at some point that bundles Fox Sports with ESPN. And that's going to be its own bundle for who the fuck wants that shit. I guess the diehard sports people. So, but it seems like everybody's just trying to throw whatever the hell they can think of at the wall and see whatever the fuck sticks.
You know what? I wish somebody would have told me when I was a little kid, when I got into pro wrestling, somebody sat me down and listen, one day this thing that you love is going to be so expensive that you cannot watch it anywhere. What, you mean this thing that's always on my my cable television that's always there in my face, every channel, trying to like advertise and trying to tell me that they're going to be on, prime TV in front of my face? Yes. It sucks, man. It really sucks. Like, I never thought it's getting to this. Like a hobby. I mean, that's what it is. It's like it's a hobby that you love.
Sports are the same way.
Yeah, sports are the same way. I'm sure. Like, I felt that way about hockey for a while. Like, I couldn't watch my team that plays an hour from my fucking house. I couldn't watch all the games unless I had multiple different apps, and it kind of drove me nuts. And to the point where it's like, all right, well, you know what? We're gonna take a break. Like, it's not me, it's you. And like, that's what's gonna end up with WWE at some point. It's gonna push people, and I cannot wait to see the numbers of new subscriptions to ESPN. And like how many people like actually did this. Like, is it gonna be big numbers like when people subscribe to Netflix for Raw this year? Were the numbers going to be the same?
They're going to inflate the numbers in some way, shape, or form, or try to manipulate it to make it look better than what it was.
Right.
They'll say something like, because they'll basically take the people who are probably already subscribed to some bundle and just didn't change anything and say, oh, we've converted all these people over to ESPN Select subscribers and blah, 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 blah. Like, It'll be interesting to see, but it'll be curious to see, how many people actually... Well, if they disclose it, which again I don't think they do, how many people actually signed up for specifically ESPN Unlimited?
Right. Now, let me ask you guys both this. With your Peacock deals, I want to know about your cock deals. Your Peacock deals, that is. Mine is rolled into my Xfinity account, my internet, and I pay a pretty decent price. To the point where, like, I don't even realize that I have Peacock really rolled into it. You are kind of paying for Peacock, but you're kind of not. I think Peacock's priced at like $15 a month. I don't know. I gotta double check that. But Dre, how's your Peacock rolled in? Like, is it separate? Is it rolled in with like a phone plan?
Nope, mine is just separate, $9 a month, and it's probably about to go. It's probably about to get dropped. Because again, the only thing I really only had it for two things, and that's WWE, and there's one other show that I watch up there that I really love, and that's Bel Air. So I'm gonna probably finish the last season of Bel Air, and then I'll drop it, and whenever the fourth and final season comes out, I'll let them episodes come out, get it for a month, watch it, and be done with it.
Right.
There really ain't nothing else up there for having it that makes it worth having.
I'm watching Twisted Metal right now. That's what's got me.
Besides there's wrestling. That show. I started watching it, but never finished the first season. But again, 1 to 2 shows is not enough for me to keep a streaming service like Peacock. I don't use it enough to maintain it.
Yeah, right now, I'm looking at the prices. So, $80 a year. $80. That's a reasonable number. Not $360 a year. Woof. Doyle, what about your Peacock?
Yeah,
what's your
crazy
Peacock situation?
Well, I'm in a different position than you guys are because I have.
He's kind of got a.
Yeah. I'm stooping the cable lady.
Gotcha.
But I will say that as someone that basically has the equivalent of the old black box back in the day. Xfinity does not have a deal with ESPN yet, if they're going to at all, because some people's cable packages allow you access to ESPN Unlimited. Like I think DirecTV does. I think Spectrum Cable does. Certain. So like that, like I said, and that was part of the rollout with so much uncertainty. Like I still don't know if they work out some kind of deal and Xfinity customers get access to ESPN Select through Xfinity, I will be able to get that, whether or not it costs go below $30 is not my concern. But I would be able to get access to that. But as it stands, I don't have access to any of this yet.
Right.
I think that I have that same bundle, Disney bundle you have. I think if you're paying full price for that, I think there's a upgrade option for that. But I don't think you get to keep your discount under those circumstances. So you're still paying the $30 regardless. I know there is a way to get it to $25 by paying for the whole year in advance. Kicks it down to $25 a month, but that's not really a great thing.
Yeah, and like I said, the one I was looking at, it'd be $30 a month for me for what is basically would be the premium bundle.
Right.
The premium bundle normal price would be like, for anybody who doesn't have the legacy plan I have, it's something like $42 or $40-something a month. So I would save something, but it's still a pretty considerable chunk for a questionable amount of content I would actually consume.
Right. My recommendation is, split it 3 ways with somebody, because you can stream 3 devices at once. So even if you guys are all watching a wrestling pay-per-view at the same time, it's not gonna screw with it. Then pay $10 a month, split it 3 ways. I mean, that's the only way. That's the only thing I can think of, because at least you guys are getting 2 other subscriptions with it. I mean, it's kind of fair, right? I mean, it's not just fair. It's just like how we have to live now. Before, I mean, I remember a time. This is funny saying this too. Well, I remember a time when all these streaming apps were coming out that I had all of them. Like, I had HBO, I had Peacock, I had Amazon Prime, Netflix. What else am I missing? Peacock and.
Well, there were only
so
a couple
many.
of them.
Yeah, there was only a small handful.
You didn't have to have 25 of them.
Well, like, I'm trying to think of, like,
they were only like $4 or $5 each. There, yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Right.
Yeah, and back then Hulu was actually worth having, because that was basically your cable substitute.
Right. We had a sweet silver lining moment where everything was good. Like, everything was affordable. Apple TV even. Like, we even had all these apps. Paramount Plus, more coming to my mind. Shudder, Showtimes. They were all
the more of those popped up, the worse it got.
Right. But like, the thing is, yeah, exactly. When it became more competitive, more of these apps showed up. Then yeah, dude, like, the prices were going up, and then once WWE,
but the golden age of streaming was over before Disney even came along. Like, things were already downhill before Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, probably the golden age of streaming was when it was like Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll was still in its infancy for like the anime people, and that shit was like $5, and maybe HBO Go before it was even Max. Back when it was just HBO Go, that was probably like the sweet spot, because you had Netflix for your movies.
Yep.
All your TV stuff was on Hulu, so you didn't need cable because you could just watch it on Hulu the next day. Most people's premium channel of choice was HBO, so you had HBO Go, which gave you all that shit to stream. And that pretty much had yourself covered right there for a cost that was way cheaper than what you would have paid for all that with cable.
You know, I could probably pinpoint when I was happy. It's like a relationship. When I was happy. Yeah, it was 5 years ago, before the WWE app was sold to Peacock. That's when I was happy. When everything I wanted wrestling-wise, besides Raw and SmackDown, was on that app. Raw and SmackDown were on TV where I could watch them. Normal cable TV. I watched them on Sling TV back then. And then my pay-per-views and NXT was on the WWE app. And everything else. And it was a better format. It was well organized. I didn't have to,
I was going to say, for all the credit they get for being so far ahead of the game on streaming their stuff, like, they've never been as good as they were on that app.
Like, it
was the content,
the layout of how if you wanted to search for a WrestleMania, WrestleMania weren't considered seasons. I didn't have to look for what season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck's sake. Like, it just shows, like, whoever's doing this doesn't fucking understand the product. like that this is the IP. Like they don't understand it. Like, and it pissed me off.
I saw screenshots of the thumbnails. I'm sure they're just temporary for some of the ESPN stuff, and it's got like Samoa Joe on there. It's got it's like 5-6 years old. There's Braun Strowman on it. It's like people that aren't in the company anymore.
Oh, wonderful!
It's just like so.
And we used to joke about that with Sling
straight
TV.
off the bat that they don't know what the fuck they're doing either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you got to think, ESPN is going to be primarily focused on ESPN content. Like, they're going to make sure that their stuff looks best first. Their first take, the sports centers, the actual sports programming and products. And they're going to be like, WWE, yeah, here's this add-on thing on the side for y'all people. It's over there. So, I mean, maybe if they have some decent web developer behind it, there will be like its own. It'll be something maybe like what Disney Plus looks like or HBO looks like, where it's on the sidebar and then there's the hub and they can take you directly to what one you want to go to. Like how on Disney Plus you can select, Marvel or Disney or National Geographic or Hulu content specifically. Maybe ESPN will have something like that, like, ESPN stuff, sport, football stuff, basketball, Premier League. And then WWE will be its own dedicated channel within the app to take you to all of that shit.
I think that's probably how it'll work. But.
It's just, the whole thing's just frustrating.
Yeah.
It's just like Doyle said, it felt like there was no prep. It came out of nowhere. Like we were mentioned. Hey, like literally last episode, I talked about it. Last episode or two, and then before
and we were like, well, it's like 6 months, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where we left it, and then all of a sudden, no, fuck, the sky's falling.
Jeez, and I understand, like they met their quota for Peacock, and I heard what helped meet their quota for an extra pay-per-view was Evolution. So when we had Evolution, that was an extra pay-per-view that wasn't intended, I guess, and that helped make. So
see, now that
again,
makes me wonder.
It makes it even dirtier. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That makes me wonder too. Like, how long have they been in negotiations with ESPN about this thing? And could they have been like, doing some backdoor thing like, hey, yo, ESPN, yo, what's up, man? Y'all trying to kick it later? Ain't you still fucking with that Peacock bitch over there? Man, I can get rid of her real quick. Oh, word, what you gotta do? Hey, look, man, I gotta put on maybe like 8 more shows. You know what I'm saying? Then me and her, we can break up. You know what I'm saying? Me and you can kick it. 8 more shows. Like, dude, it's April. Bruh, I'll crank 6 of these motherfuckers out next week. What's good? And that's how probably we got all them damn PLEs, like, 7 of them shits in a month and a half?
Yeah.
It seemed like.
We've been pumping them out.
It makes me wonder now, did they cram all them things in early?
Yeah, to get the fuck out.
Right, just to get the fuck out of the Peacock deal as quickly as they could so they could jump in and get in bed with ESPN.
What about the deal with SummerSlam? We had 2 SummerSlams. And, like, also, how long has the 2 nights of WrestleMania been going on? Because was that before the
40? No. It was started
that 30, before the 5-year contract?
38 or 39.
Okay, so
it was the first time.
Was this before the Peacock contract, and then they started adding pay-per-views in, that weren't in that original contract? I'm just trying to fill in what gaps. I mean, we're only talking like a handful of months, but still,
I think the 2-night WrestleMania thing, I think that might have been more of a TKO decision or something.
Okay, but
no, because they started it before the merger, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that may have just been a natural thing, just as part of growing the product. Because remember, they kept how long the shit was getting.
35 or something was like 7 hours long or something.
Right. So that was probably just a natural progression. Just the show itself getting so ridiculously long, they said, all right, we're going to split it. And then it kind of worked. And then here come the corporations like, hey, y'all should do that more. Get more money.
Now,
okay.
We have still a cable contract with USA Network for SmackDown. Now we have NXT is going to still be on Peacock to the end of the year. And now we have the Netflix deal for all. and we have this going to ESPN. Is this the top? Is this peak? Because
but then Evolve is on a different channel,
right.
And then what's LFG or whatever the hell it's called? That's on a different channel.
Right.
And
so
they're
trying to spread it out.
A&E biography and let's go find Andre the Giant's boots with Booker T and Mick Foley and a cardigan, So they have content all over the fucking place.
Right.
It's kind of like a shotgun blast kind of philosophy, which does make sense, but as a consumer, it's in so many fucking places. It might as well be in no places.
Right.
Yeah.
Now for PLEs,
obviously
though,
some of that stuff
peak?
has limited reach or limited appeal.
Right.
I don't know how many people are like, only the most die hard of WWE fans are like, man, I got to catch everything every week. I got to catch Raw on Monday. I got to catch NXT on Tuesday. I got to catch the biography stuff on Sunday. I got to catch the LFG thing when it happens. I got to catch Evolve.
I agree. But it's just so much. It's so fucking much in so many different places. It's damn near impossible to even attempt to keep up with it.
Yeah. But that part I don't necessarily fault WWE for. Like,
right.
Something as big as them, they have to grow at some point and be more than just 2 shows and a pay-per-view. They got way too much content and way too much history and all that stuff that, that for them to try to capitalize on some of that stuff, again, I don't fault them for that. And trying to at least branch out, with shows like the biography and the you found or lost items or whatever. That's just diversifying their portfolio and stuff. So that part I'm okay with. And, I don't feel compelled like I have to see it. It's, hey, here's this optional thing within the culture of wrestling if you want to see it. The primary products are always still going to be Raw, SmackDown, and the PLEs. If you're one of those people who wants to see the up-and-comers, you got NXT. If you want to go deeper into the up-and-comers and check out, what would be the equivalent of like the high school talent, then you got your Evolve or something like that. So it's kind of levels to it. And maybe that's part of WWE trying to make themselves more, quote, sports-like, where they have, the major league of Raw and SmackDown, the minor league of NXT, and their maybe their NCAA equivalent of Evolve or something like that. So
it's funny because NXT was at the venue. I emanated from the venue I work at, and which I guess I should talk about a little bit, but I'm not gonna. I'll wait for us to finish this conversation. Yeah, somebody asked me like, I know this is WWE, but like, what is it? And I was like, well, you know how the Phillies have a minor league team, and I'm like, this is the minor league team.
Yeah, I mean that's the best way to describe it to somebody who doesn't know any better. Like Raw, SmackDown's the major leagues. NXT would be the minor league, or you could say like, if Raw and SmackDown are the NFL, then NXT is NCAA.
Right.
Although
ESPN.
probably major or minor league is probably a better analogy because don't nobody get called up from NCAA to go play Sunday.
Yeah.
Patriots ain't reaching out now.
There's a little more of a back and forth between the main roster and
right, a little more integration
than there used to be. Yeah,
definitely. Ain't nobody calling down to Alabama like, hey man, can we borrow one of y'all players this Sunday before we play the Colts?
Yeah. I bet they wish they could.
Right, that.
Although you know what, like a college kid would probably get his ass handed to him. Honestly, I mean, like the
90% of them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a handful that could compete right off the bat, but like, there's a reason that these guys have months of training camp between whenever they play their last college game and their first NFL game.
Right, and there's a reason why out of what is probably thousands of collegiate football players, only a few hundred make it to the NFL, and of those few hundred that make it that get drafted, not all of them actually make it to Sunday. Some of them are just destined to be practice roster or don't make it past training camp.
I think a season and a half is like the average career length.
Something like that.
Half of them are shorter than that.
Yeah. I think the average NFL career, I think it was something like 2.5 or 3 years or something like that, was like the average NFL career.
Yeah, it's
something
very
like that.
short.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Anyway, we're off topic.
Yeah, let's. Hey, what a hell of an opening, man! We ran it for like 40 minutes. I love it. I love it. ESPN.
At some
Fucking
point, we will
expensive
actually
shit.
talk about the thing happening in France.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know a lot of French. Jeez. I'm going to butcher this. All right, guys.
I told you, just be the simple damn Yankee about it. It's at the Paris La Defense Arena.
Yes. They're at the Paris La Defense Arena. It's probably like Defense or something.
Paris La
fancy.
Defense.
Yeah, I'm butchering the shit.
Or as
out
us
of it.
Yankees say it, Paris La Defense.
Yeah, Paris La Defense.
Nanterre.
So WWE returns to France this Sunday. On Sunday, not Saturday, guys. Remember that. For Clash in Paris. It's latest premium live event in front of the hot European crowd, which I'm sure they will fucking hijack. John Cena will headline the show against former United States champion Logan Paul, while Seth Rollins defends his world title in a star-studded fatal four-way match. Sprinkle in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook and an appearance from Roman Reigns, and you have a loaded card for the French fans. Who will emerge victorious from the show, and what, if any, surprises could the fans expect? All right.
First question that comes to mind for me:
what's that?
Did they call it a Donnybrook match because Paris or French people don't know how to street fight?
I mean, to be honest, man, like,
I mean, think about it. Any other street fight, they try to associate it with the locale. I mean, we've had a street fight for damn near every city in the United States.
Yeah, but
They go into the UK and they have the
match,
Donnybrook thing. Like, is there no French equivalent of a street fight?
no, I guess not. Like, there's
it's like Sheamus' gimmick match, though. This is like the fourth or fifth old-fashioned Donnybrook Sheamus has had. He's done it for Drew McIntyre a few times.
It's like it's
Kind of
no,
like you think they go all? Of course, then again, they didn't even have the common decency. Yeah, but then again, these are the same people who didn't have the common decency to use actual French artwork for their promo.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, we're having Donnybrook matches, which is basically no holds barred. You know, anything goes, extreme rules, tribal combat, bloodline rules. It's no fucking different. It's just they couldn't make. Yeah, you're right, Doyle. They just couldn't fucking make anything up, right? Because you know we have matches.
The French aren't exactly known as a savage people, as a fighting people.
We have all different types of dumbass matches that we've had in the past, right? Just scrolling down here, there's an electric pole match, Clockwork Orange House of Fun match, circus death match, barbed wire massacre match. I don't know, an eye for an eye match, first blood, four corners. Oh, where is it? I just scrolled past it because it caught my eye. Landmine death match. What the fuck? Anus explosion death match. That is a real match that took place in October of 1999.
It's going to be Japan.
Why can they not find another name besides Donnybrook?
Best they could do.
Yeah, I think they low key trying to say French people can't fight.
Even though we've had some famous French wrestlers, right? Famous WWE French wrestlers.
Oh, not too many. I mean, Andre the Giant.
What about Maurice?
The French Angel. I forget his real name. Who else?
Resistance. Although
La Resistance.
they were French Canadian.
Yeah, dude. I don't even know if they were really French though. Yeah, they were just Canadian,
they weren't.
I bet. Yeah, I mean,
They were
like
probably
really,
Canadian.
really the only one is Andre the Giant. Like that's the only French wrestler. Oh man, they couldn't call like an on. This is where they should have had the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they hadn't already blown that wad years
look
ago.
up a picture of the French Angel. The French Angel is who Shrek was based off of. Not even kidding.
French Angel?
French Angel.
Yeah, Maurice Tillet.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Yes, everybody who is listening to the podcast, please put aside some time and go on your phone. You might want to go under like some private
Oh, my
browsing,
God.
But look up the famous WWE French wrestler named, was it Angel?
The French Angel.
The French Angel.
Literally just put in the French Angel.
God damn. Wow.
Wow.
I'd pay a ticket to see that guy. Now that's where you got me. I'd pay a ticket.
No, the fuck I wouldn't.
You got my
I
money.
don't need that kind of night. I don't need that kind of nightmare
Dude,
fuel.
why is his hands like... Wow, I got questions, dude.
But I can't think of a third French wrestler.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
Let's get... Actually, you know what? While we're discussing it, let's get into the good old-fashioned Donnybrook. That Sheamus versus Rusev. Right? Now, is this like I think what we believe was a best-of-sevens match, it felt like. I don't think it's been announced that, but it feels like it. They've been just inseparable since Rusev has come back. This is his first real feud. And I'm hoping it ends here. I think the Bulgarian Brute is going to come out as the winner, because if not, then what are we doing this whole shtick for? You know, him coming back. You know, I think it would be a solid W for his career. I don't know, like because I don't know where he's going to go after this. That you know what I mean? Like Aleister Black is kind of in the same boat. Since coming back to WWE, it's like they've kind of been floundering in these shit feuds, and I just don't give a fuck. Like it's gonna be fun. These guys are gonna beat the shit out of each other. Rusev's gonna win, and then what for either of them? I don't fucking know. And honestly, I kind of really don't care. I've seen it one too many times. Dre, what are you thinking? I'm so negative.
I don't even know that I have a thought.
Okay, so it's not just me
If I'm
then.
being completely honest.
I mean, it's
Honestly,
just a match,
I
right?
don't even know.
I mean, if you're this is when you're in the bathroom. If you're in the bathroom taking a piss and you hear who wins, I mean, do you really care even who wins? Do you even care to hear who wins? Like, does it matter? Does it matter if Sheamus wins? Like, what does it?
No,
catapult
it
either of them
doesn't,
anywhere?
There's no stakes in this. There's no stipulate. Well, there's a stipulation in the match, or there's a gimmick to the match. But what does the winner come out with? Mm-hmm. I mean, they may shoehorn. They may try to shoehorn some shit afterwards, where the person wins this match, and then next Monday on Raw, the Intercontinental Champion is doing something, and maybe one of these fuckers comes in and interrupts them and starts to try to challenge. But you think either one of them is taking the title off of Dom right now? No. So it's just two guys who don't like each other, just fighting for the sake of fighting, without any real direction or outcome or going anywhere with it. So when there's no stakes, when there's nothing on the line, it's kind of hard to have any investment with it. They haven't done jack shit with Rusev since he came back. Sheamus ain't done much since he came back. He's kind of almost in the veteran enhancement role at this point, where he's the OG that you can count on to have a good match with somebody and put them over and kind of give some credibility to, like, oh, this person beat Sheamus. Okay. Other than that, I mean, it's not to say that the match is going to suck, but I don't think they're going to do anything different from what we've already seen in their Raw matches and such.
Yeah.
So
I think the same thing, dude. What new are you bringing?
I would
to the
be perfectly
table?
happy if this match kicked off this. The best thing that can happen for this match is if it kicks off this PLE. Because the crowd will be hot. The crowd will be ready to see some action. Let these two go out here and beat the crap out of each other. And that would be a pretty good kickoff to the show.
Doyle, I know you're really excited about this match. I just want to.
Well, I really like both of these guys, and I have liked their interactions on Raw the past couple of weeks, but I also, we complain about predictability sometimes and how things are a little too predictable. Well, I'll give it this. It's unpredictable because I have no idea who's going to win this match, but I also don't really give a shit. It's bad unpredictable and good unpredictable, right? This is this is bad unpredictable. Like I think what's going on with Bayley, I think that's good unpredictable. This bad unpredictable, and I just don't give a shit. Yeah, it'll be a fun match. They're gonna kick the shit out of each other. Sheamus is gonna look like he went through a hamburger fucking meat processing plant. he's gonna be fucking purple by the end of this thing. But who cares? I guess Rusev wins, because what the fuck else are we doing with him anyway? But yeah, like Dre said, I mean, some steaks might have been nice. Anything. The winner gets to compete to be number one contender for the IC title. Something, anything.
Yeah.
It just
loser leaves SmackDown or
seems like a
Raw or
nothing
whatever.
burger.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just not interested in this. I mean, for the past few weeks, we've seen these guys wrestle, and before Rusev has even come back, I've seen these guys feud before. I mean, the few matches that they had, okay, cool, but I just got bored with it. It wasn't even announced as a best of 7. Yeah, I agree, Doyle. I mean, Sheamus is gonna look like chewed up hamburger meat once this match is done. So
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna let's face it, these guys are gonna beat the shit out of each other, and that might be quite enjoyable.
It'll be fun, but it's like in terms of emotional investment, there is none.
Yeah, there isn't. Meanwhile, look at all the other titles that aren't on the card compared to.
Exactly. Like why this over some other things?
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm sure they're planning some big, crazy spot or something, maybe. So maybe somebody's going to fall off something really high or something. But outside of the spectacle, I don't quite...
Speaking of side note, I saw a video today of Zach Gowen talking about the spot where Brock Lesnar pushed him down the steps with the wheelchair. And he said the original spot was Vince wanted them on top of the fist, the SmackDown fist, and Brock to throw him off of that through the stage. And he's a creative couldn't find a way to get them both up there.
To keep him alive?
That's what I was thinking too. But to have them up there, what was the reason? So they went with the wheelchair down the steps, which, by the way, even the wheelchair down the steps was fucking rough to watch. The guy had one fucking leg, and I was a kid, I was a teenager, and that shit was going on. I was like, oh my god, the guy was my size too, and Brock Lesnar's just throwing him. Oh my god,
ragdolling the fuck out of him.
It was fucking rough, man. There was a few times I thought that guy was dead. I was like, he killed him. He killed him.
He still bust Vince McMahon's head to the white meat though in that match they had.
Yeah, and then I saw a video of him yesterday, a clip, and I was like, God damn, he's still alive and kicking. But yeah, I thought that was funny when you mentioned that, Doyle. What a spot!
I mean,
somebody going off the.
I don't know that I would see one of these big guys taking some big fall or something like that somewhere. They usually kind of do that when it's big guy versus small guy, like what we just saw at freaking NXT Heatwave when freaking Obafemi freaking yeeted the shit out of Javon Evans from the ring to the announce table.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking. Yeah, right. Jesus.
I'm
talking more of those. I was talking more of those like ones where they fall, but you don't really see them fall.
Oh yeah,
because they're
they just
really
fall
falling
into
on a crash pad or something.
they
pile
fall
of
into
boxes.
oblivion,
Yeah.
and then random
Yeah.
sparks just happen to come pop up.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
please
yeah. I'm
no.
thinking more of a theatrical thing than like somebody going through 3 tables kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Sparks fly, but not one light goes out in the arena.
Yeah, right. Amazing.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. I could see an announce table, and I could see like.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell they're wasting one of them announce tables on Sheamus and Rusev.
What about the French announce table, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Ain't no way in hell.
okay.
That shit's
Yo.
happening in either Logan Paul and Cena or Roman and Bronson
All right. Yeah. You know what?
or the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah. Let's move on because this match is not as fun as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the. Let's move on to the John Cena and Logan Paul. I mean, you got me intrigued. You know what? I think we heard this kind of rumor months ago. Months ago, I think we discussed this. Like, hey, I heard there's rumor that John Cena and Logan Paul might wrestle, and I think it was at WrestleMania, and we all were like, oh, please, no, don't. And we didn't get it, thank God. But we're getting it here, which is better. So I guess because we know they were going to do tag stuff together for a bit, and then I thought that was the end. I thought that was what they meant by he was going to be working with Logan Paul. But now I know it meant like wrestling him instead of just being a tag partner. Which is kind of funny to see that he tagged with him as a heel. And now we got John Cena as a face, Logan Paul forever heel. Just a regular singles match. Nothing on the line. Just the GOAT versus the Goof. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the up for John Cena. I think now that he's really winding down, I think he's just going to go out winning. I think he's just going to win this and everything else coming his way. I think the big focus here is Brock Lesnar. So, and you need that W over Logan Paul if you're going to be fighting Brock Lesnar. I mean, for John Cena to lose against Logan Paul and then face Brock Lesnar after that, what is he just going to lose all his matches until he retires? I hope not. That's not how I want to see John Cena go out. He took the L against Cody. I'm fine with that. I'm content. But from here on out, I want to see some W's for John Cena, some face W's. So that's going to start with Logan Paul.
Make sure you clarify that because I think John Cena's only lost 2 matches in this entire year.
Yeah, I want to see some face W's. Like and don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the fact that half the year has been John Cena as a fucking heel. Like I did not know I was going to get half heel, half. We didn't know we were going to get heel Cena, period. But then to get half heel and face on the way out, I mean I think they're doing it pretty fucking well. So, I assume there's going to be some cool spots with Logan Paul. I think he's going to shine. John Cena's going to make him fucking shine. I see just one attitude adjustment away from wrapping Logan Paul up. But that remains to be seen. Dre, what do you think for that match?
Cena's definitely going to win. There's no reason for him to lose to Logan Paul.
Right.
Unless he just wanted to put Logan Paul over, but I don't see him doing that on his way out. Also, I know I said that I wanted to see John Cena towards the end having matches with up-and-coming talent and just having good matches and such with some of the younger guys and, giving them a chance to work with somebody that they may have looked up to or idolized or whatever,
right?
Which we know Logan Paul does not fall into that category. So among the next generation of the up-and-coming talent and stuff that I would have wanted to see John Cena work with, Logan Paul was definitely not on that list. I could really care less about this match. I know it's going to be a good match because Logan Paul, I don't think has had a single bad match since he's been in WWE. He pretty much works good with everybody. And if Cena puts forth half the effort in this match that he did in his SummerSlam match, then the match will definitely be good. But it's also, I'm also weighing that against the fact that we're getting down to basically the final countdown of John Cena appearances. I think after this after Clash in Paris, he has 10 or 11 appearances left. And we know like 10 or 11 appearances left. I saw somebody break it down. He's got I think it was 11 appearances left. 4 of them are going to be PLEs. Clash in Paris, Crown Jewel, Survivor Series.
It says 10.
His final. Okay, is it 10 after Clash? Is 10?
Clicked here.
I think so. I think Clash is 11. So if it's 10 after that, then that's WrestlePalooza, Survivor Series, Crown Jewel, Saturday Night Main Event, his final match. Those 4 are confirmed. And then maybe a few others, but I don't remember it all exactly. But it breaks down to where he would essentially have only 2 unannounced appearances left this year. Because I think the rest of them are already announced or pre-planned around PLEs and other television events. So this small, limited number of appearances he has left, and one of them are being used on a match with Logan Paul. I would have rather been somebody else. Maybe that's just because of my inherent disdain for Logan Paul, but yeah, this is kind of knowing that his dates are so few and so limited left. I'm not too enthused about seeing him have a match with Logan Paul. That being said, he's probably going to win it. I don't see any reason for him to lose.
Do you think there's going to be any interference? Do you think Logan Paul is going to have any of his lackeys there?
No. I don't see any reason for it. And nothing Logan Paul, at least to his credit, has gotten past that.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs a gimmick and lackeys or anything like that. I think he can stand on his own as a wrestler and, win or lose clean.
Yeah, I would say for the past, it's been a minute, but he hasn't really had anybody else interfere. I Show Speed was one of the guys who would always be there to interfere, and he hasn't been around since he got his ass speared in the Rumble. I think once he got speared in the Rumble, I think that's the last time we saw him. So,
pretty much.
Doyle, what do you think, bud?
Well, you're talking about interference. I'm interested where this match ends up being on the card. Because if it's last, I'm thinking we might see Mr. Lesnar again. And if we do, I could see Logan Paul winning that way via Brock Lesnar interference. That wouldn't really shock me. But if that title match goes last and this is just in the middle of the card, I don't think we'll see Brock in that case, But yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as Dre. I kind of wish we weren't wasting one of these last Cena matches on Logan Paul, but he does bring eyeballs that nobody else does. He does create these viral moments in a way that nobody else does. He'll do some weird, camera, first person point of view thing like he always does. So, I get it. And if he really truly is going to be in our lives for at least a couple of years there, I think there's benefit to putting him in the ring with John Cena at this time. I'm not as I guess aghast. Although it wouldn't be my first choice either. But yeah, I mean, barring Brock Lesnar, I don't see any reason Cena shouldn't or doesn't win. Especially Wayne, the logic you used. You said if you're going to face Lesnar next, you got to beat Logan Paul. It doesn't make any sense otherwise. The only caveat I would give if Lesnar costs him to win, then to work. But barring that, I think John Cena wins. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Clean sweep. I think it's funny now that John Cena does have such little time left, right? Now we're at that point where we're like, no, you don't get to wrestle John Cena because you're not worthy.
Yeah, right. We're getting
10
precious
days.
about. Yeah.
It's like we're protective as fans. It's like Logan Paul. It's like we're like shaking our heads like old people.
No,
like,
we want Tony Khan to give Edge a 1-day contract so we can wrestle John Cena.
I know, and like we're just like shaking our heads like old people. They're like, no, I don't approve of this. No, who's this
Speaking
YouTube
of
fella?
John Cena,
Go ahead.
I started watching Peacemaker, and I think it's great.
Good, dude. Peacemaker season 2, episode 1. Wow. I
think I've watched the first 5 of season.
I watched
1,
a single episode. I have not watched a single episode of season 2 yet.
I won't spoil anything. I will say, like, in the broad sense, like it definitely. If you like Superman, you're gonna like Peacemaker season 2. I'll put it to you like that in that aspect. But
well, I definitely had mixed feelings about Superman, so that doesn't bode well.
But I mean, if you John Cena as Peacemaker is something else. It is different than you've ever seen John Cena. Like I've seen John Cena in other comedy movies.
I've seen season 1 of Peacemaker,
right?
And obviously I saw the Suicide Squad,
right?
So I've seen him, John Cena as Peacemaker, and I love him as Peacemaker. Yes, but I just have not gotten around to starting season 2 yet.
Now, season
you're not picking up what he's putting down.
Yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a couple. If you ever like the show, like The Boys, right? There's a couple scenes in The Boys that that's on Amazon Prime that you see and you go, "Holy shit!" Like I can't believe they're actually playing this on TV. Or like, "Holy shit!" Like this is graphic. Like I don't know. There's moments like that in the first episode of season 2. I'm just like, really? Like, okay. Like, here we are. This is James Gunn's universe, but okay. Like, man. You know what, Doyle? Can I just spoil that one little... Can I just tell what it is?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I don't. I couldn't say.
Okay, well, just a little spoiler.
Okay. There's a sex scene.
Yes, it was an orgy. It has nothing to do with the DCU as a whole, but John Cena was at an orgy, and like, I was just like, oh wow, this is John Cena's doing. He's smoking weed, he's doing blow, and he's at a massive orgy. Like, oh, there's a dick. There's oh god, okay, and not good looking people either. Not like kind of like Doyle. I think what happened is like, you know, there's a bunch of applications went in and they just accepted all of them.
I saw something about how the prop people had to teach him how to pretend to smoke weed because he didn't know how to use a bong.
Yeah,
and they were like, okay, so yeah, just do the bong hit, and he's like, well, I don't know how to do that. And they're like, yeah, okay, so anyway, and he's like, no, I really don't know how to do that.
Yeah,
it is funny how to use the bong.
I mean, so like stuff like that makes me happy. Like after John Cena leaves, like I still get to see John Cena on my TV. Like I get to see him now in Peacemaker, and I think he's fucking great as Peacemaker. So I have promising and hopeful, you know, vibes for him, you know, after he leaves here. So I mean, it's really cool to know once he retires from this, man's in good hands. So, and if you haven't, I recommend checking it out.
All right.
Yeah. All right. What's our next match here that we can chit chat about? Ooh, fellas. How about Becky Lynch, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, versus Nikki Bella? Ooh.
Becky Lynch is going to win. Moving on.
You can look,
Next
but
match.
you can't touch. You guys ruining it. You're ruining my moment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Solid W for Becky. I mean, look, I like Becky.
This is another, why is this on this card match?
Yes, I like. Don't get me wrong. I'll even play it.
You fucking mark!
I'm a mark for Nikki Bella, but that time has come and gone. That time has come and gone, man. Like, you are not... The fact that they're trying to make Nikki Bella bigger than Becky Lynch, no. I'm sorry. It's just not...
I like how they're trying to retcon Nikki Bella into some kind of, really good wrestler or something.
Something. Is it because of her...
You were never
right
good.
there.
Is it because she has star power? Like Dancing with the Stars and her own reality
she was on
show,
TV.
TMZ. Is that what
They
it
were on
is?
Total Divas.
Total Divas. Is that why they make her seem like she's larger than Becky Lynch? But we know damn well Becky Lynch is the larger, more, better wrestler. Like I'm sorry when it comes
Nikki
to
Bella was on E. Nikki Bella was on a non-WWE show that wasn't part of Raw or SmackDown. It was Total Divas. It was on
then
E.
again, they
people
both
watched it who weren't WWE fans. So she's like super
then again,
big
they were
name,
both
popular or
on Happy
whatever.
Gilmore together.
All I'm saying is Nikki Bella gonna have to prove to me that she can go or still go in the ring, unlike a Trish Stratus. We see Trish in a match.
Yeah.
We have expectations of a good match because we know Trish can go. Trish can still go at this age. I ain't giving that same type of faith to Nikki Bella.
No.
Now, if she go out there and she cook and she put on a banger of a match, by all means, clap for her. But I got to see it first.
Yeah.
She was never even, her prime wasn't very good. I don't like Trish. Trish is 100,000 times better than Nikki Bella ever was.
Wait. What?
I don't know. I've never thought Nikki Bella was very good, and I don't need to see her in 2025 at all. And I hate that they're trying to make her into this like she was some. I don't know. She was champion a couple times in a time when women's wrestling was a fucking joke. Like, yeah, she's not at all on Becky Lynch's level. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
granted that
agree.
exchange that they had in the ring Monday, not the verbal back and forth, but the actual when it actually got physical. That little exchange they had then wasn't very confidence inspiring. It looked very slow.
Yeah, it is not going to be good.
No, I mean, there's no reason to even put it on Nikki Bella.
I love Becky. This is not going to be good. And why? Yeah, and why is this even on pay per view?
Mm-hmm.
And Dom AJ isn't.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, did they just completely forget about how fucking over AJ Styles was in France last year at Backlash?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they don't capitalize on that and bring him back on the show this year?
Yeah. Oh,
Dom and AJ should have absolutely probably replaced fucking Sheamus and Rusev.
yeah.
Sheamus and Rusev could have been on the go home Raw, and we could be getting Dom and AJ on the PLE.
No tag titles, at all.
Yeah, no
There's
tag
only
titles, no Tiffany match. Yeah. One world title match. We have 4 world titles. Only one match.
But Cody's filming Street Fighter, and then
only
Roman's
one match
gonna leave.
features SmackDown people. This is pretty much an all Raw show minus Cena and Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Unless
I
they
didn't notice that.
Yeah, unless they add a last minute match this Friday. Other than that, yeah, this is damn near like Jesus. Would this throw back to the original brand split?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Those were lean times. Yeah.
Raw presents.
Yeah, but there's no way.
Clash
There's no
of
way Becky's losing the title.
Ain't
No,
way
no,
in hell.
not to Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But good for her for competing. She changed women's wrestling. Remember that.
Yeah.
Change isn't always for the better.
Yep. Yeah, let's move on. From this
They
match.
made EO come out and kiss her ass. It was like,
Right.
that was cringeworthy.
Speaking of Street Fighter, the next guy who's going to leave is going to be Roman Reigns. Is he going to be leaving after this match, though? Is he going to take some time off to go do his Street Fighter? Unless his stuff is already filmed and in the can, that's why he's here now. But I don't think so. I think he still has some stuff to film. So I could see after this match and him dipping out for a while. But I think he's gonna win the feud. I think they should have his shoes on a pole. Sneakers on a pole match. Roman Reigns versus the Shula Fala, the Tribal Thief. Was there any other names that they mentioned this week? The what? I was saying.
I just said, if you will.
Yeah. I was to say if there's any other names they mentioned, because I do think it's funny he comes out and Bronson Reed has both his shoes like around his neck, but it seems like Roman Reigns gets his ass whooped, his things taken from him, and then he has to fight for him back. We just saw this with the man, was it the Ulafala or whatever that's around his neck? The peppers.
Yes. Well, don't forget we also had a feud over a friendship bracelet earlier. Also,
Yeah,
We did.
a lot of feuds about clothing or accessories.
Yeah, accessories that can be turned into products on www.shopzone.com.
Yes.
Yep. Unfortunately, you cannot do that with the Shula Fala because Nike.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Doesn't Nike have, like, wouldn't that be cool if they had, like, a Roman Reigns edition type sneaker?
I think he
Not
believe
with
he has
Nike. He has a
Personal
deal with Jordan Brand,
Right, a personal
Okay.
brand, right?
Well, that's Nike.
which is
personal
which is
deal.
underneath Nike. Yes.
Yeah. Huh.
So maybe coming soon to a Foot Locker near you.
Yeah. But I do think his deal is like specifically with Brand Jordan. So
Yeah. I think
what
it'd be
products
cool,
have
like,
come out from it, I don't know, but
after this match, he, like, takes Bronson Reed's shoes. And, like, that now that just becomes a thing. Like, now he has his shoes. Like, what the fuck? It'd be cool, though, if he took those, when he does get his shoes back, he goes over to Paul Heyman and gets them back. And I could see Paul Heyman wearing them around his neck during the match. But yeah, he could, like, auction those off then. Those sneakers. I mean, I bet they would go for a lot of money being involved in a Shula Fala storyline. But that'd be cool. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a pretty good match. Even though I don't think we're gonna see the tsunami splash. They've been protecting that pretty well with Bronson, so I think Roman's gonna get the W over him. I don't think he's gonna land a tsunami on him. I think we're gonna get a pretty big ass spear. I could see a Superman punch from the top rope, knocking him off before he gets up there. But I'm sure it'll be a good match. I'm sure it will be. It's just a singles match. Paul Heyman's going to be there. We don't have what's his name, Braun Breaker at all on the card. So remember that. That could also play a
I'm sure
factor.
he'll pop his head up.
Yeah, he'll pop his head up somewhere. If it's not here,
Bronson and
it's gonna
Seth are
be
both
later.
working matches. He gonna pop up
Yeah.
in somebody's match.
Yeah, you're not flying Braun Breaker all the way to fucking France, right? Like, what, you're taking Bronson and Seth and Paul, and you're not taking me? Like, no, you're staying here. Yeah, I doubt that. I'm pretty sure he'll show up, and I don't, honestly, I should have brought it up before, but, like, what do you guys think the chances of Brock Lesnar showing up, with John Cena and Logan Paul? That's possible as well. Like,
yeah,
this
Doyle
card
kind of
looks...
broke it down. It
I
depends.
know.
Yeah, it's like Doyle broke it down. It kind of depends on where it falls on the card.
Exactly.
I don't think Brock Lesnar's going to interfere unless that match is the main event.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I'd be.
It's just that this card is so stale, man. Like, there has to be some sort of surprise, either a turn or somebody shows up. Like, I don't know, something, because this card, it sucks. Like, it's not the best card. Like, it really isn't, dude. Like, I'm not fucking excited for Becky versus Nikki Bella. I'm not excited for Sheamus versus Rusev. I mean, give or take Roman versus Bronson. But I'm pretty damn sure unless we do get some shenanigans that, Braun Breaker shows up and it's just a DQ, and then they end up just beating but then what's the point, right? Just beating down Roman Reigns. What, then you're going to take his shoes again? Then we don't see him for a while because he gets a beat down so bad that he gets tsunami splashed like 5 times. Then we don't see Roman for a while. I don't want it to go that route.
Personally, I kind of doubt that Roman's going to lose this match just because we know Roman's ultimate target is Seth Rollins in the World Heavyweight Championship.
Right, that's where we're heading.
Right now, excuse me, Bronson is a stepping stone in that path. And the main reason why he's going after Bronson is because Bronson be getting him for his shoes. So obviously he got to get his lick back on Bronson and settle that before he can move on to the next step, which will probably be Braun Breaker and their clash of spears, in which he'll overcome that. And then all that will be left is Seth Rollins. So to me, it's just a matter of what's the timetable in this journey. I think the path is already laid out and planned out, and I'm pretty sure creative probably already has some idea of what timetable they're working with, whether this is all going to culminate at Survivor Series or culminate at the Rumble next year or what. But that's, in my eyes, I think that's where we're heading. So this is just step one. He's going to win. He going to get his lick back. Shula Fowler's going to die. Bronson will move on to something else, maybe being just the lackey. Or I hate that for him too, because I feel like he could be doing much better. But maybe they'll drop the Shula Fowler and Tribal Thief thing with this feud, and he'll go back to being the Dean of Administrations for TSU, also known as Tsunami State University.
Tsunami. Yeah.
I still wish they'd have ran with that much more. That's the one thing I hate about that fucking him getting injured in that War Games match last year. Because remember when they had it and they had them all do the intros like they were college, like it was Sunday Night Football?
Yeah.
And Bronson Reed did the whole thing. Yeah. Bronson Reed. Tsunami State University. I was like, there's money in that shit. There's fucking money in that. You come out with a TSU Collegiate Tsunami State University shirt, I'm buying that shit.
Nice.
I don't
I
think
was actually thinking about that the other day. If he hadn't have got hurt, he would have just continued to be lackey number 3 in Bloodline 2.0.
You think so?
I think it might have been the best thing that happened.
I don't know.
Is
maybe not. I mean, maybe.
I mean, he was gaining momentum when he got hurt, but
yeah, I really thought him and Jacob could have been something. I think him and Jacob could have been an absolute monster tag team. They could have, honestly, Bloodline 2.0 might have had more runway had he not gotten injured.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a possibility also.
Because I remember us all seeing him join up with them for the War Games match, and everybody had the same thought that he looks so right in that group.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, he looked like the perfect fit, and Jacob was still the heel then.
Yeah. Who knows, right? Like, would Jacob not have left then? Like, the Bloodline would have been strong. Oh, dude, they would have been unstoppable.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't.
So.
Yeah, they might not have signed. What's that dude name? Jason Mateo, Jordan Mateo,
JC.
JC Mateo.
God.
Tala Tonga and shorter Tonga.
Yeah. The tallest of Tongas might have still gotten signed, but JC Mateo might not have gotten signed if it wasn't for Bronson Reed's injury.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's the guy that built like Rhino, looks like Bo Dallas.
And as tall as Taz.
The tallest Taz. Yeah. Man, what a created character. I mean, that's literally what it looks like with these Samoans. Like, there's so many Samoans that it's just like when when you're just creating characters and you just don't care anymore, you just put the random, and God.
Yeah, Tala Tonga is just really tall Samoan X-Pac.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he is. It is.
Tell me that motherfucker don't look like X-Pac.
Oh my God! Can you imagine a Bronco Buster from that fucking dude? Oh my God! Oh shit! All right, let's go on to the. Oh wait, no, Doyle.
Oh wait a minute. Yeah.
Did I get to you?
Couple things.
Yeah, let's hear your thoughts.
Back in the day, who made the most money back in the day was Hogan, and the guy who made the second most money was the guy who was losing to Hogan. So I don't think that losing to Roman Reigns on pay-per-view is a huge step down or something for Bronson Reed. I think it's actually probably the biggest match of his career in the WWE anyway. There's no shame in losing to Roman Reigns. And as weird as this is going to sound, Roman Reigns actually really, really could use a win. Does anyone know when Roman Reigns' last singles win on pay-per-view was?
Last singles win on pay-per-view.
It has to be before.
God, don't say it. Well, no shit.
Was it?
It would have been him beating Cody.
Was it?
God damn, was it him beating Cody at 40?
No, it's more recently than that.
Okay. As a singles match.
Oh, singles match. Oh God.
He lost at Mania this year.
Sami Zayn?
Wait, who the fuck did he wrestle?
No.
No, because Sami Zayn was before 40.
Yeah.
And then had to been because he pretty much didn't wrestle much. He lost the tag match when we had the Bloodline Civil War.
Was it Solo? Was it against Solo?
Some group matches
for the Ulafala?
No, because that was at the Raw premiere. Oh,
yep.
Well, that was at the Raw premiere. Are we counting that?
No, some pay-per-view.
Fuck, I'm getting closer.
It was. So it was in November of 2023. It was when he beat LA Knight at Crown Jewel.
Oh my God, that's right.
So it's been almost 2 years.
Oh my God.
A good year and a half, almost 2 years since he's won on pay-per-view. So it's crazy as it sounds. Roman Reigns really needs this win. And I think he'll get it. I'm sure there'll be all kinds of shenanigans. But I'm sure Roman will win at the end of the day here. Whether or not he goes away for a couple weeks to film whatever, nobody returns more than Roman Reigns. So, and he'll go away, even if he wins, he'll go away for 3 weeks, and then Roman Reigns will return on whatever,
Every time we see Roman Reigns, he's back.
Yeah, so it's of no consequence whatsoever to me that he may be gone for a month or two after this. Really doesn't matter. They'll just insert him right back in, plug and play. And I'm sure they know where they're going, and I'm sure all roads will lead to Seth eventually. When that happens remains to be seen, of course. I'm thinking maybe even Mania, but that's a ways away.
Yeah.
But yeah, Roman takes the W, I think.
I'd be surprised if they push it all the way out to Mania for Roman versus Seth. I mean, granted, that's a very, very possible WrestleMania match, and certainly a WrestleMania caliber match. I'd just be surprised if they pushed it out that far. I'm still somewhat of the mindset that we're going to get Seth and Punk at Mania for the title.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, again, that's my very long way out Hail Mary booking at this point, is that that's probably going to be the match at Mania.
It could be.
I put money on that. Yeah, that's a good bet to put. All right, guys. Let's move on to the main event here. Probably like the only thing that I might be excited about watching here. Seth Rollins, which is our World Heavyweight Champion. It's crazy to think this is where we are. Because not too long ago, Seth, we thought, was out with a knee injury. But here we are. I love it. Seth Rollins, World Champion, CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight in a fatal 4-way match. So basically, fatal 4-way works like a no DQ, right? Like just anything can go. That's what I thought. Okay.
4 people have it out.
I mean, I think this is going to be a fucking stellar match. I mean, we saw, was it Raw? I think it was Raw, yes. That Punk, LA Knight couldn't work together as a tag team, and you know, Jay couldn't keep these guys on the same page, and then even Jay couldn't take their shit, and I mean, I like it. And Seth was like, you know, let's not go beat them down. They're doing it themselves. He's like, you know, what he planned the whole time was, you know, for them to demise against themselves. But, you know, the thing is, as a champion, you know, I'm thinking as if I was world champion, yeah, you want these guys to hate each other. You want them to tear each other apart even before you get to the pay-per-view. But damn, man, like, you don't even need to be pinned in this match. And it's going to be hard keeping eyes on 3 other guys. You know, that 3 count can happen so quickly. You know, I love triple threat matches, but a fatal 4-way is also pretty good. You know, there's gonna be so many people eating finishers and getting saved, because you know these guys, how these finishers are protected. You know, how the curb stomp is protected, how the GTS is protected, you know. So I expect, you know, not kickouts. We're going to get saves. Like, you know, saves. I think it's going to be a great fucking match. You know, it's nice to see 3 former world champions in this match. And, yeah, you know, you kind of put the question mark up there when you see LA Knight. Like, where does he fit in all this? I mean, damn. And it's not going to happen. You know, damn well it's not going to happen. But could you imagine if LA Knight left here with the title? You know, how, and caused, you know, by Punk, you know, the reason why LA Knight got that title. Just to screw over Seth. I mean, I highly doubt that, but that'd be funny as shit. But LA Knight's, he's just always going to get so close and just never get it. I think he's just always going to be one of those guys. And, you know, I guess you're right, Doyle. Like, it's, you know, Hogan is a top draw, right? But who also made a lot of money was the guy he fought. And this guy, he may not be winning a world title, but he's in the main event of a pay-per-view. So, you know, as much as we thought LA Knight was kind of spiraling down after losing the United States title, that he might flounder and disappear. I mean, this guy's still on the card. It's only 5 matches, and he's in the main event. So, but with that said, Seth Rollins is going to win this. He's going to weasel his fucking way out, man. Whether it's going to be help from somebody in the group, whether it's going to be help from both of them. You know, like we said, we didn't see Braun Breaker at all on this card. Where does he fit? There ain't no way they're not taking him all the way to fucking France and not using him. So we got to factor him in. And, you know, I still believe, deep down, that some point between now and War Games, we're going to get a fourth man. I don't know when, but I feel it. I mean, you guys can call me crazy, man, but I think this year's War Games, Seth Rollins' group, his core group, is going to be involved in War Games. And I just think there's got to be another person involved. There can't be just the three of them, right? Like, at some point, he's just gonna, his hands are gonna be tied. He's gonna run out of options, but he's gonna have a plan B. And I just wonder who the fuck that's gonna be. Dre, I want to hear what your thoughts are on this.
I used to think that this group was going to get a fourth person at some point.
Okay.
That they were, because that seems to how all stables are at least 4 people.
Right.
I don't think that's going to happen with this one. I'm at the point now where I think it's just going to be these 4 with Paul Heyman as a fourth guy. Even if he's not an active wrestler, I think it's going to be the 3 wrestlers and Paul Heyman, and that's going to be the 4. I don't know that they need a fourth person. I think they work as is. Seth could be the champion, and if they decide that they want to make tag champions out of Bronson and Braun, they can do that. If they decide they want to make them both the mid-card champions, they can do that. If they decide, they want Braun to be the IC champ and, freaking send Bronson over to SmackDown to snatch up the U.S. title, they can do that. I think it works as is. So that's just my 2 cents on that. As far as the match goes, yeah, Seth is going to win. It's too soon for him to drop the title. He did not just cash in on CM Punk at SummerSlam just to drop it at the very next PLE. So
Right.
he's clearly going to win it. He's obviously going to hold on to it for a good while. So, the match is just more or less about the match and how good it's going to be and, what manner of shenanigans are going to take place. I will say, touching back to what happened on Raw with, Punk and LA Knight mixing it up and not getting along very well, and Jey trying to play the middleman until he got sick of their shit and fucking super kicked the both of them. One, I loved it. The fact that obviously he super kicked LA Knight because LA Knight bumped him, but then he's standing next to Punk, and next thing you know, just wow, lays out Punk too. Like, man, fuck you too. I love that because it left Jey as the one standing tall in the ring, and instead of being the one being saved by somebody else. And 2, it's a subtle bit of character development for Jey Uso because we remember the conversation he had with Roman earlier that night. And Roman was basically telling him to be selfish. Stop trying to be the good guy. Stop trying to be the guy who saves everybody. He's like, and Roman was like, fuck that. Do you. Be selfish. See an opportunity and fucking take it. Do I think this, planting any kind of subtle seed for like a Jey Uso heel turn? No. But I think we could see a more serious and maybe a bit more. It'd be nice if that conversation with Roman translates to a bit more of a serious and more aggressive Jey Uso in some aspects. Obviously, he ain't going to give up the yeeting because that's way too popular of a thing right now. But it would be cool if that could be balanced with a certain level of seriousness from him that doesn't require his brother getting beaten to a bloody pulp or something for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd also still appreciate that they are still keeping Jey Uso as a viable champion contender. Because for a while, I was nervous that they was going to drop him down to the tag division with his brother again. And I'm glad to see that they're not doing that. But
Yeah,
Seth's
sure
gonna
looked
win.
like they were going to do that, huh?
I thought that, for sure thought that's the route that they were going.
Yeah, I think we all thought that was on the table for a while because that was kind of the rumor.
Doyle, what about you, bud?
Yeah, I mean, I have similar feelings to Dre. I look at this match. Just my first thought is it's way too soon for Seth to lose the title. Right? He just won it, and after all that, I just don't see them flip-flopping the title this quickly. Although I think it would be awesome if they did. Like I'm talking about the unpredictability factor. Like if they just fucking put it on LA Knight here out of nowhere, like that would be great. That'd be awesome. But I have zero faith that that's what's going to happen. Beyond that, I kind of see the LA Knight, Jey Uso, Phil, love-hate triangle kind of canceling each other out and providing yet another reason I think Seth will retain the title. Will it be a dominant win? No. Is he going to triple stack to pin them? No. It's going to be weaselly as fuck. He's just going to barely make it out alive. There's going to be shenanigans galore. Yeah, I mean, if they're going to add a fourth, this would certainly be a fine place to do that. I'm not sure that that's going to happen, but this would be a great place to do that. But yeah, I can't see any reason that they would take the title off of Seth here. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I mean, will it be a fun match? Sure. Will it be, kickouts and near falls and, just made it to the ropes? And yeah, sure. It'll be fun. But I see no indication that Seth won't leave Nari or wherever the hell I said it was. Will leave outside of Paris as still champion.
Nice. Yeah, very lackluster card. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be at the beach, so I might be home in time. Like, if not, then I'll definitely catch it the very next day. And I'm not even upset that I'm missing it. I remember I almost was gonna miss SummerSlam, and I was like, oh, I can't miss SummerSlam. This is one of the second biggest pay-per-views of the year now. It's 2 days. Me trying to explain to some people that SummerSlam was 2 days now was like, what? No, only WrestleMania. I'm like, no, not no more. No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working this Saturday, so it'll be my normal Saturday routine with these PLEs that when they line up. We'll go to work, go to the gym, come home, and watch it.
Yeah, but it's on Sunday, man. It's on Sunday now.
Oh, shit, it is on fucking Sunday.
Yeah, it's on Sunday. That's the thing.
Damn, I was
it's
thinking
I remember they announced when it was going to be going back to Sundays, and I was not a fan. And so I mean, there's these subtle things that WWE has been changing, and as a fan,
not all PLEs are going back to Sundays, right? Just this one.
Yeah, but
I don't know if they're going back to Sundays.
Right, and I understand because this one's out of the country, but they did say they wanted them to go back to Sundays.
I don't think they're gonna. I still don't think they're gonna do that full time, just because I think Saturday works too well for them.
Right,
especially football season's coming, so they're damn sure not trying to compete with the NFL for views because they will lose every single time.
WrestlePalooza to Saturday.
Right, especially when they're trying to make this thing work with ESPN on the freaking and draw eyes to their products to tune in. Motherfuckers ain't gonna be tuning in if they got to compete against Sunday Night Football on NBC.
Yeah, after this we got
Sunday Night Football or random WWE PLE. I'm gonna watch football. They will lose every single time. So no, they're not. They're definitely not going to Sundays anytime soon. This one just happens to be on Sunday, and I think the only reason why they're even trying to pull this one is because it's right before the start of the regular season. So there's nothing for it to have to compete against.
Mm-hmm.
So they can manage to squeeze this one in. Whereas, I believe, if it hasn't already, I think this weekend is the real kickoff of the college football season. Because usually the college football season kicks off a week or two before the NFL regular season starts. So that could be another reason why they chose to put this one a Sunday as opposed to a Saturday. Because they're not trying to
this is like the weekend where Michigan plays East-West,
Right. They're not trying to compete against
Zipper State.
Yeah, they're not trying to compete against the primetime college football games on their kickoff weekend.
East-West Underwater Basket Weaving University.
Huh. Yeah, after this it says there's Worlds Collide, Las Vegas, and then, WrestlePalooza, and then No Mercy, and then Crown Jewel. Man. No, it's coming so quickly. John Cena's retirement.
We don't have a location for that, do we?
No.
They said that's going to be... So the final match is going to be a Saturday night's main event, but I don't think we have a location yet.
I don't think so either. We shall see, I guess, whenever that finally comes around.
Interesting.
I got nothing to plug, man. Dre, you got anything you want to plug?
Nothing at the moment. Just as always, Instagram.com/PCW podcast.
Yeah, Doyle.
Yep, just in the Discord and give the Facebook page a like. It's PCW Podcast Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, and for all the people who are willing to spend $30 a month for ESPN, like us,
You fucking mark!
You are the world's dumbest son of a bitch.
The fact that day in and day out, for almost 6 years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even at commentary. Nobody can touch me.
You are not ready for Oscar!
Because the Street Profits are up and we want the smoke. You're next. Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. New day!
Cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah, my true madness here.
Welcome to the Kevin Owens Show.
Lately, he just hasn't been very oozy.
Because I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome! Those rotten bastards!
Bye-bye, bitch.